Adonai Sefatai Tiftachu Fi Giti Batecha. This week's parasha is Vayakhel. I want to dedicate the shiur to Ilui Neshama of Rav Yehuda Deri, Zecher Tzadik Kadosh Livarcha, Rav Yehuda Deri ben Esther, and I wanted to dedicate the shiur as well for Ilui Neshama of Lea Bat Mazal Tov Kalati, Mazal Bat Esther Dvash, and for Abir Yaacov ben Eliyahu Laskar, and also I want to dedicate the shiur to Ilui Neshama of Daniel ben Yitzchak. Right, this week's parasha, Lo teva'aru esh b'chol moshvotechem b'yom Shabbat. You should not set up a fire anywhere you stay in the day of Shabbat. And what is the idea? The idea is that you shouldn't make fire in Yom Shabbat. But why just fire? It could say anything else, because the fire was created in Motzei Shabbos, at the end of Shabbat, when Hashem teach the Adam HaRishon with 2 stones how to make a fire. But the Chachamim said that Lo teva'aru esh b'chol moshvotechem b'yom Shabbat. You shouldn't set up a fire in Yom Shabbat. That goes on. You should not fight. You should not have ka'as, upset, in the day of Shabbat. A person should not get upset in Yom Shabbat. Why? Because ka'as is gematria 150, and 2 people that fighting with each other, ka'as and ka'as, 150, it's 300. And esh, fire, aleph, it's 1. Esh of shin of esh is 300, and together it's 301. And it says lo teva'aru in plural. You shouldn't. It doesn't say you should. Not a person. You shouldn't. It speaks here in Hebrew lo teva'aru to all of us, to all of the people. But what is the minimum of all the people? 2 people is many. 1 person is single. So that talks about a person, a husband and a wife, should not fight before the day of Shabbat on Friday night. Why? Because that's the day that the bad angel is trying to set up a fire inside the house. Everyone is stressed to prepare the Shabbat, and that's where a fight can easily occur. So therefore, it says here, Lo teva'aru esh b'chol moshvotechem b'yom Shabbat. Don't bring your anger, kas, 150, with another anger of your wife. It's 150. Together it's 300, because esh in gematria, a numerical number, is 301. So when you are both of you teva'aru, minimum people is 2. A minimum person, it's one person. So lo teva'aru esh b'yom Shabbat, that goes on 2 people. There's a story about the Arizal HaKadosh, and it says in the Zohar that a person that is upset in Yom HaShabbat is increasing and setting up a fire in Gehenom. Wow. And there's a story about the Rabbi Chaim Vital, the Talmid of the Arizal, in Shar Gilgulim Akdama Lamed Chet. Many years ago, he went with his Rabbi Abir Kadosh. He went with him to travel, and they passed through a grave of an old person, a goy, and the Arizal saw that the soul of the goy is still on top of the grave, and he wanted to cause trouble to Rabbi Chaim Vital, but he couldn't, because Rabbi Chaim Vital was a very calm person. But unfortunately, there was an argument set up after between Rabbi Chaim Vital and to be Rabbi Yehuda Mash'an, Zecher Tzadik Livracha. He was also one of the students of the Arizal, and he was very upset with him. And unfortunately, the neshama, the soul of this guy, entered into the body of the Rabbi Chaim Vital. And when he reached home, he was very tired. He put himself in bed and he died. He died because he was upset. He died because he was very, very, very upset on Rabbi Yehuda Mash'an. And the Arizal took everyone out of the room, and it took him hours to pray for him and to bring him back to life. That's how much the Torah of the Arizal was powerful. And we can see from here how much a person needs to be very careful from this midah, this measure of ka'as. Chazal says, כשאדם כועס עובר על אזהרת הכתוב לא יהיה בך אל זר. ובזוהר כותב שמובא שכשכועס נשמתו מתחלפת חס ושלום. It says in Tehillim, you should not have a strange God, another God. And it says whoever is getting upset is actually having another God, chas v'shalom. Why? Because you don't understand that everything comes from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It's just an nisayon for him. It's just Hashem. It's trying him. A person that have a pride is the root of being upset. Ga'ava, pride, that's ka'as, upset is coming from there. So a person should be very careful. It says in the Zohar that a person who is getting upset, his neshama, his soul is swapped with someone else. And that's how the neshama of that guy is swapped with Rabbi Chaim Vital, the Ma'archu. But Baruch Hashem, the Arizal managed to bring him back to life. How much we need to be careful not to get upset, especially not on Friday night. Because it says, Lo teva'aru esh bechol moshvotechem beyom HaShabbat. You should not set a fire anywhere where you set up before the Shabbat, on the Shabbat day. Baruch Adonai l'olam, amen v'amen.